The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to talk about how to change your child support order when a child turns 18 or graduates high school in Illinois. Fundamental information you need to know is that child support is required until the child turns 18, but if the child hasn't graduated high school yet, then it'll be when they graduate high school, unless they're still in high school when they turn 19, at which point, when they turn 19, the child support should terminate. So if your order is drafted correctly and you have one child involved, it should provide that child support payments are going to continue through a certain date at which this event will occur. If you've got multiple children and the judge and your attorneys have been really on top of things, they can provide that the amount of child support will be X amount until such date, and that date will be the date that the first child turns 18 or graduates from high school, etc., at which point it will be reduced to a smaller amount and eventually terminate as the last child turns 18 and graduates from high school. But that's not always the case. A lot of times a lump sum is entered and there's no termination date built into the order, or reduction date if you have multiple children. And the way child support is calculated is that there's the amount you pay in child support is really dependent on the number of children you have. That increases the amount that the obligor is going to be paying with each child. So when you've got less children that are covered by the child support as they age out, in theory, your child support should go down. If your order doesn't provide for this automatically, then you can't just reduce your child support through self-help or by agreement. In order to modify child support, you always have to go into the court and ask the court for an order modifying the child support. And in order to get this order, you need to be able to show in your petition to modify child support that there have been a substantial change in circumstances, and this can be the financial situation of either party or the needs of the child. In this case, when a child is aging out of child support, if the order hasn't provided for the automatic termination of their support, then this would be a substantial change in the needs of the children involved because there's one less child involved. In this case, the child support will be recalculated based on the new number of children that are involved. Now, sometimes courts can order post-high school, post-18 child support to continue, and especially for educational expenses. We have an article and video about this. We're not going to go into too much detail, but suffice to say that for those of you who follow Learn About Law, we've talked a lot about the change in the law that happened on July 1st, 2017, change in child support law, and the way child support is calculated. We're not going to go into detail here. You can watch our videos on that. But what I want you to know is that if you go back into court to basically change your child support because a child is aged out of it, and your child support was initially calculated according to the guidelines of the old law prior to 2017, then it's going to be recalculated for the remaining children under the new guidelines. So this came from a reader question. The reason we're even doing this article and video is someone said, hey, I've got 3 kids, and one of them is aging out, but I don't really it's beneficial to me to have it calculated under the old law as opposed to the new law. Should I have my child support modified? And the answer is you really should talk to an attorney and run the calculations to see how it will be affected, because certainly if you go back in and modify the child support based on a child aging out of it, there's going to be 2 children still under it, that you're required to pay child support for, and those 2 children's child support will be recalculated according to the new law. And just a quick summary: the new law basically takes into account the income of both parties, whereas the old law only took into account the income of the obligor. So, bottom line summary here is what you should do when your child turns 18, graduates from high school, or turns 19, whatever the terminating event is for child support, isn't to stop paying child support. You should take a good hard look at your child support order and see if it automatically provided for that event. If it didn't automatically provide for that event, then you should file a motion to modify child support. And again, the way child support is usually calculated, it's one lump sum. It's not broken down as, X amount for Billy, Y amount for Jimmy, and Z amount for Susie. It's broken down as you're responsible for this lump sum, but that lump sum is determined by the number of children. So you need to talk to an attorney probably, take a look at your order, see what the next step is, and see if modifying the child support will hurt or help if a child ages out of it. So thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below this post at learn-about-law.com or below the YouTube video on our YouTube station. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud, our particular stations, and you'll get updates when we publish new content. And we publish a different article and a different video basically every business day. If you need our help and would like to retain us, please feel free to give us a call for a free consultation at 630-324-6666. That's 630-324-6666. We offer free consultations in nearly every area of law, and we have offices all around Chicagoland for your convenience. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.